Good morning, everybody. It is Jeannie Fisher, a certified financial planner and senior 401k advisor with Argy, and I talk a lot about qualified plans, ERISA plans, but today we're going to talk about the non-qualified deferred compensation plan. Now, this is not an ERISA plan, and because of that, it is not subject to ERISA standards, and that really carries two primary benefits. For the employer, they are now allowed to actually discriminate on who they offer the plan to, so they don't have to necessarily provide it to every employee. On the employee side, the IRC contribution limits are not there, so you could actually defer a much larger portion of your income. So let's walk through how this works for, let's say, an executive. You're earning $300,000 a year. You know you need to save money for retirement or long-term goals. You max out your 401k or your qualified plan, but you hit that limit pretty quickly, right? The $19,000 or the $25,000 if you're over the age 50. But in order for you to meet your goals, you need to save a little bit more. If your employer offers a non-qualified deferred compensation plan, you could have the opportunity to defer even more of your income. Now, typically, you get to decide how much that is. You get to decide once per year, and a lot of plans actually allow you to pick different amounts every year. So you could say, I'm going to earn $300,000, and I'm going to elect to defer an additional $50,000 of my income into the future. Now, from a financial planning perspective, this can be a valuable tool because it grants us a degree of control over the timing of that income. Now, every single plan is different. Every single plan will have different payouts, but some can be really flexible. So as we build a comprehensive financial plan and we're mapping out those future cash flows, we will be paying specific attention to your projected income in each year. And if we could time some of that income, maybe in a lower income year or maybe post-retirement, that could smooth out your income stream and lead to maybe some potential tax benefits down the road. Again, just keeping an eye on where your income bracket is going to be. Now, as always, when making a tax decision, consult with the CPA, consult with your own tax advisor, but the timing or being able to control the timing of your income can be a valuable tool. Here's the other thing that's really great from a timing perspective. We can match your income to a specific goal. So maybe you have children going to college, or maybe you have some gap years where you intend to retire, but your pension doesn't start for another 5 years. Maybe we can time this deferred comp to pay out during those gap years. So again, the name of the game is timing and being able to control when you accept or acknowledge that income. Now, when you defer the income, you're deferring the federal income tax on it. Now, you still have to pay the FICA taxes, but you're deferring the federal income tax into the future. But that's also where some clients can get tripped up. So here's a couple of things that you want to be aware of if you're using a non-qualified deferred comp plan. First off, some plans will call for an immediate payout after termination. So it's not unusual for a plan to say, if you terminate employment for any reason, we're going to lump sum pay out your benefit in 6 months. Now remember, you deferred that income, you deferred the taxes. So if that happens, you could have a potentially large income event and a potentially large taxable event in 1 year. So be aware of that. Number two, pay particular attention to what the payout options are. Some allow for a regular annuity. Some are set 5, 10, or 15 years. Just be aware of your plan because every plan is different and you just want to know what to expect in the future. No, when the money pays out, we can't roll it into an IRA. We can't do anything like that. It's non-qualified money. Remember, it's not like your 401k. You can't just roll it into something. So taxable income in the future is what you're looking at. And then I do want to point out that some plans offer a guaranteed type return, but some let you do an investment-like approach similar to your 401k. If you're building your own investment strategy in your non-qualified plan, be cognizant of the timing of the potential distribution and what your goal is. What's the time horizon of your goal? Is it short-term? Is it long-term? Make sure you match the investment strategy to the goal. Now, be aware of one thing, one major difference. When you defer money into a 401k or a 403b, that money is placed into a trust on your behalf. Non-qualified deferred comp plans are not like that, okay? It's really more like a handshake. Your employer is promising to pay you this income down the road. Now, there's some fancy things we can do with Rabbi Trust, but at the end of the day, that non-qualified deferred comp, that promise is subject to the employer's liabilities, general assets, creditors, all that stuff. So, be cognizant of the financial stability of your company and know that this really is more of an informal agreement between you and your employer. The assets have not been placed in a trust on your behalf. So That's it on non-qualified deferred comps. They can be really, really, really great planning tools, especially for high income earners, an ability to save a lot more money, defer income down the road. But you kind of have to tiptoe around them and make sure you understand them, because eventually you'll receive that income and it will be taxed, and you just want to know how that fits best into your plan. So work with a certified financial planner, work with someone who can actually map out those cash flows and advise you on the best way to use your non-qualified plan. That's it for today. We'll follow up with you soon.